Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you have never seen me before, my name is Brittney Gray, and here today we have yet another important topic to discuss, and that is hair texture, hair density. What does it all mean? I'm gonna break down all of that today. Before I get started, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, then please take a moment, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell symbol so that way you don't miss a video. I'm here every Thursday and every Saturday. I upload new videos every single week. You won't regret it, okay? First things first, what is hair texture? Hair is classified into 3 different textures, and that is fine, medium, and coarse. And this is going to be describing the diameter of the hair strand, okay? So say we have a hair strand here. You guys know I love using a sheet of paper to represent a strand of hair. So this is a hair strand, right? So let's say this is a medium hair strand. So it's average diameter, size and diameter. And then a coarse hair strand is going to be thicker like that. So again, pretend this is a strand of hair. It's going to be thicker like that. And then a fine strand of hair is going to be skinnier, like that, smaller. So fine, medium, coarse. Okay, got it? Cool. Hair density. What does hair density mean? Hair density describes the number of strands of hair within each square inch of your scalp. Hair density can be described as thin, medium, or thick, okay? So texture and density are 2 different things. Again, texture is describing the diameter of the hair strand, and then the density describes how much hair you actually have on your head, okay? Like I always try to emphasize in a lot of my videos, I think everybody should love the hair that you have on your head. The way my style is as a hairdresser, and my personal style and just my theory on beauty is, I believe that you should make the most of whatever it is that you have. Like, make the most of your skin tone, make the most of your hair, make the most of whatever you are instead of trying to conform to something else. So with that said, because all hair types, all skin colors, everything is beautiful in their own way, okay? So own your hair, own your look, and just make the most out of it. So with that said, the reason why I'm saying that is because, speaking of texture, fine hair, it's really low maintenance, it's easy to style, but the downside of that is if you curl your hair or style your hair, then it's gonna probably fall quickly. Now with coarse hair, at first when you style it, it's really hard to style, or it can be really hard to style, but the great thing about coarse hair is that if you're doing some sort of updo, if you're curling your hair, anything like that, the style will last longer. With density, that determines the feasibility of whatever hairstyle you're trying to do. So these are the things that you need to consider when you're choosing which style you want to do on your hair, or as a hairdresser, these are the things that you need to consider, okay? So with thin hair that is more on the thin side, it looks better if it's kept above the shoulders, or at least just not past the shoulders, because if you notice, if you have thin hair, maybe you're watching, you have thin hair and you just have really long hair, when it gets really long, it just kind of looks just stringy, you know? But again, like I say in all of my videos, whatever you want to do with your hair, I don't care. I'm not the hair police, okay? These are just educational. Most of you guys get that. But you know, as I always say, there's that small minority of people that you just have to break it down for them, okay? These are just style suggestions that are, you know, it's the science, it's cosmetology, okay? Anyway, now with thick hair, it's a little bit harder to really have a cute, shorter haircut, like a super short haircut, or else doing like a curly perm, or else really like high updos and that kind of thing. It's harder to achieve those styles, or it's not hard to cut your hair short, but it'll make your life easier if your hair is a little bit longer, okay? Same thing with updos. With really thick hair, they can kind of fall and things like that. So I don't know if you're getting married or something like that and you have really thick hair, it is possible to do an updo, okay? I feel like people will leave comments. A lot of people will leave comments when I say, oh, it's going to be hard to get this color if you're doing this, or hard to get this if you're doing that. And they're like, well, I do this. And it's like, I like, go, okay, good for you. Okay, I'm happy. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying whatever you want to do with your hair is impossible. All I'm trying to teach you is about hair textures or hair types and that kind of thing. Okay, so yes, like I was saying, when you have thick hair with like updos and things like that, it might be too heavy, might give you a headache, you know, but work with your own hair, and your hairstylist will also help you figure it out. So yes, there's beauty in all kinds of different hair, okay, you guys? So next we're going to talk about hair types. When I was in cosmetology school, we actually didn't learn about hair types. Hair was kind of just broken down into texture, density, color, existing pigment, whatever, all that kind of thing. But I think, and I may be wrong, I don't know, but I think the whole hair type chart, I don't know who started it or who created it, or I didn't hear about it until the whole natural hair movement. There are 4 different hair types, okay? 4 different categories, okay? That is straight, wavy, curly, and coily, okay? And I'm going to show you how to determine your particular hair type. So, like I said, look at my beautiful illustrations. Type 1, this is going to be straight hair, and that's a line of straight hair. So yes, if type 1 only has one subcategory, and it's just your hair straight, okay? Type 2 is going to be wavy hair. So this says 2A, 2B, and 2C, okay? So with 2A, you can see that it's still straight-ish, but a little bit of a wave. You know, most people who have straight hair, their hair is not pinned straight. I do, obviously it depends on the, wherever you live, you know, how people, your part of the world, your neck of the woods, okay? And from what I've seen living in Los Angeles, where it's kind of a melting pot of all different types of people, different types of hair, I find that it's more rare to find people who literally have straight hair. Most people have at least somewhat of a bend to their hair, you know what I mean? So yes, 2A has a little bit of a bend. It gets stronger with 2B, and then even stronger with 2C. Again, type 2 is wavy hair. Now, moving on to type 3. Type 3 is going to be curly hair, and then type 4, like I said, is going to be coily hair, okay? Now, with type 3, the curl gets a little bit tighter. This is kind of a horrible drawing of type of 3B because it looks similar to 3A, but you know, look, I am an artist, but I'm not a good illustrator, all right? So curl gets a little bit tighter with 3B, and the curl gets even tighter with 3C, okay? Now, type 4, you're gonna get into the coily, kinky, textured hair, okay? Gets a little bit tighter with 4B, and then the tightest coil is going to be 4C hair, okay? So you want to look at your hair, and actually I will leave a link below to a hair chart so you can see celebrity examples of hair types. And then that'll help you determine what kind of hair you have. I personally, well, my hair is, you know, my hair is bleached. It's fried, dyed, and laid to the side, okay? So, but my real texture is about at a 3C. That's what my curly hair looks like. So, yes, that is how you determine your hair texture, your hair type, your hair density. And also, I want to mention, I like making these kind of basic fundamental videos because I want to teach the general population about that stuff that grows off the top of your head, okay? Everybody has to know about their hair. And then also I want to get these kinds of videos out of the way before I get back into the salon because I want to be able to just speak about things, and I can just refer, if you want to know about this texture, then go to this video, or if you want to know about this topic, if you want to know what existing pigment means or whatever, go to this video. So I'm trying to get all these fundamental hair videos out of the way, just the very, very basics of hair and what it all means, right? All right, guys, that is it for this video. Please leave me comments down below. Let me know if this was helpful at all. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, but I think that this was pretty short, sweet, and to the point. Kind of short, you know, somewhat short, to the point, right? If there are any other basic hair topics that you would like me to discuss, then leave it in a comment down below. Also, feel free to leave me comments down below for future video ideas, just in general, because I always read my comments, and that's how I determine whatever I'm going to film next. And kind of sometimes these topics bleed into the next, and that's why we are where we are right now with this video. So yes, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Also, follow me on Instagram. I'm not using Snapchat anymore, you guys. I'm sorry to jump on the bandwagon. Actually, I'm not really jumping on the bandwagon. Snapchat sucks, let's be real. I'm sorry, Snapchat, no shade, but it's just the truth. I don't know what you guys did with the update. It was kind of like weird, and then after that I was like, you know what? It's not even that serious. I don't even want to try to figure it out because I have Instagram, and I have been using my Instagram story. At first I was a Snapchat girl, and I was like, well, why would I use my Instagram story? But then, you know, Snapchat just got too weird. And then also, I feel like on Snapchat people are more weird. Is it just me, or have you experienced that too? Like, I don't want people sending me that like chain mail, resend this to all your friends or else you're gonna have bad luck for 6 years. Like, just all that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, Snapchat. As a consumer, let me just vent to you guys to tell you where you went wrong, in my opinion, just my humble opinion as a consumer. So in a nutshell, I'm not using my Snapchat anymore. If I ever do decide to do that in the future, I'll let you guys know, but too much social media for me is just, I don't know, it can become overwhelming, right? So the moral of that story is follow me on Instagram, okay, at Brittney Gray, and then also follow me on Twitter at Brittney Gray. I'll leave the links to that down below. Other than that, you guys will see me in my next video, so thank you so much for watching. Bye.